Hello my fellow comic book collectors, this is going to be another unboxing video. I have two large boxes that came in the mail today. So they're both huge, 1 and 2. I'm really worried about this one. Look at this. I'm not sure about that. It looks like they tried to bend it. I'm sort of worried about this one. I'm going to open this one first. Hopefully some really cool stuff inside. I'm expecting some Golden Age comics to arrive, so I believe that these might be Golden Age comics. So let's see what's inside. They're both from MyComicShop, so I pretty much know what's inside. And let's see what's inside. We'll open it up. Okay. Slab as well. Only thing I really hate, this is like one of my biggest pet peeves, is these things. I hate these things. It's just a pet peeve. What do you think? Do you guys like the popcorn? I don't. I just really don't. So I got one slab in that box and some comics. They look like they actually arrived safely, even though the box itself was bent. MyComicShop does a really good job of shipping, so even when the postal workers try to mangle it, they still manage to get here safely, so that's pretty good. And open up this other box. This one has a lot more stuff in it. This one is the one I'm really excited about. There's a lot of really cool comics in this one. Pull them all out. So this is going to be a pretty long video, I can tell already. There's just so many comics. And 2 slabs. So I'll do the 2 slabs at the end, but I will show you what's inside the... Okay, so now my floor is a complete mess with all that. So yeah, so this is going to be pretty interesting. So there's a whole bunch of, there's 3 stacks of comics just like this. And I can tell you right now, most of these comics are Golden Age and some really cool spec comics and just a lot of really interesting comics going to be inside this. Super excited, as you can probably tell. One sec here. I can just open this bag. Now, to give you a little sense of what I'm collecting, we'll show you this first bag. And I have the pricing here too, that most of these were in the $2 to $3 price range. So there's a lot of comics in some of these, but a lot of affordable ones. Now, this is a series that I was collecting that I thought was really kind of fun. I read this series. It's I Hate Fairyland. And it's by, what's his name? I want to say... I can remember, okay, I'm going to, Scotty Young. I was going to say Scott, but it's Scotty Young. Yeah, so this is I Hate Fairyland. This is the last in the series. I had the first 15 issues, so I got the last few issues. And this is another series that I heard good things about, so I'm going to, read it, see what it's like. And this is Snagglepuss Stage Left. Kind of a weird series because Snagglepuss, they kind of expose as being gay, which is a little weird, but it might be interesting. Okay, so that's Snagglepuss, Exit Stage Left, number 1. And this one is not the one that you should get, but it's Totally Awesome Hulk, number 15. And this is one that is, the A cover is actually a pretty hot book right now. So just one second. sorry, I had to close the door. I could hear people funking about. And then I Love Fairyland number 16. So these aren't in order, but... And The Immortal Hulk number 43. This is the C cover, or A cover. No, this is the A cover. This one has some controversy about it, so I kind of thought it would be interesting. I've got 3 copies, so there should be 3 copies of that in here. This is another copy of Immortal Hulk number 43. And another copy. So these are all the variants. So Immortal Hulk number 43. These ones I bought all for cover, so some interesting spec books there. And another Snagglepuss number 1. This is a different cover. I think this was like $8. And Snagglepuss Exit Stage Left number 4. Kind of a nice cover. I like Snagglepuss, or at least I did. And this is Totally Awesome Hulk number 1. This is with, I think this is like one of the earliest, either maybe first time or one of the earliest times where Cho is seen as the Hulk on the cover. So, kind of an interesting spec one there. Will they use Amadeus Cho? I'm pretty sure they will. And then there's Snagglepuss Chronicles Exit Stage Left number 3. I Hate Fairyland number 18. And Snagglepuss number 5. So I got the whole set of those ones. And this one is one that somebody else mentioned was a good book. It's hard to see, but it's Fear Case. And I heard that it was interesting, so I figured, hey, I'll pick up, the A cover and the B cover. And number 2. Fear Case. And then Miracle Man number 1. Just old one. I'm actually trying to get the one with Eternity Kids when he dies. So I'm looking for that right now. And I Hate Fairyland number 17. And this is, again, I think this is the final issue of the set. Or maybe not. For Snagglepuss, number 2. And here's actually number 6 of that series. And I Hate Fairyland, number 19. So that completes my run of I Hate Fairyland. Really fun series. Scotty Young. If you're a fan of Scotty Young, you'd love this series. It's kind of funny. It's pretty well done. And this one is a spec book. The Skrulls are going to play a major role in the MCU. So this was a kind of a cool little series about the Skrulls, and this book is really getting hot right now. This Meet the Skrulls number 1. I actually have the first appearance of the Skrulls. This is my first appearance of the Skrulls in Fantastic Four number 2. This one's signed by Stan Lee. So I'm a big fan of the Skrulls. I think they're interesting. So that was that big. Those are more of the modern ones. Now we're going to get into some more. Okay, so some more ones that I just thought were interesting, more for the artwork. This is Alien Worlds number 1. And I got one of the other ones. Just really like the artwork. So Alien Worlds number 1. This is from 1982. So it's kind of an interesting little series. And actually, I'm enjoying this series. This is Future State Wonder Woman number 2. I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman, And actually, I'm enjoying the new Wonder Woman. So I was a little bit nervous when they decided to make her Brazilian, but I think actually it kind of worked. It was interesting. So that's Future State Wonder Woman. And I'm trying to pick up early Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is from the first series, number 33, and I just like the cover. I thought it was kind of interesting, a bit of a sexy cover, which is kind of unusual in my mind. I think of the Turtles as being more of a kid's book, but the early stuff was not necessarily meant for kids. So this is kind of interesting. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 32, first print. Right now, not an expensive book. Like that's like a $10 book. Alien Worlds number 5. And this is Fathom number half. And this is the Wizard preview edition. It's sort of like has like the certificate of authenticity as well. And it's like, you know, kind of a cool little comic. It wasn't expensive. It's like a $2 to $3 comic. But, you know, I think it's either the first appearance of Fathom or not. I'm not sure. I'd have to check on that one. But, and this is a spec book, Falcon and Winter Soldier, number 1. This is from their series. And it's I think it's the first time that Falcon and the Winter Soldier appears as the title of a comic. So this is number 1. Again, I got this before it really heated up. So this is another spec book and might be hot right now. Right now, if you buy it, it's probably going to be expensive because the series is going on right now. So this is Falcon and the Winter Soldier number 1. And Alien Worlds, I'm trying to get, I bought the whole set basically. I had a few of the other issues. This is Alien Worlds number 3. And this is Captain America number 7. I forgot the significance. I believe it's like sort of a team appearance. And it has like you know, a whole bunch of people on the cover. I forgot the significance of this book, but it was somebody on one of the other channels mentioned that this book might be hot, so I picked it up at the time. Thought it might be interesting. And I'm really getting into Phantom Lady, and this is one of her team appearances in Freedom Fighters number 1. So this is kind of a Phantom Lady on the cover. That's her in the yellow. So it's a character that I'm kind of getting interested in. I really like Matt Baker art, and he was the one that kind of made her way back in the 40s. So I think she's kind of cool. And this is another one that's supposed to be really a good spec book, which is DCU Brave New World. And I got this for like, I think it was even undercover. So yeah, so this is another one. I forgot the reasoning behind it, but it's another spec book. And this one is kind of an interesting one. This is Blunhaven number 2, and I believe this, I forget, there's a first appearance in this of a major female character. I was looking at the top 100 list of top sexiest female characters, and there's a character that made her first appearance in this one. I'm just trying to remember what the name of the character was. I think it was Brunhilde, but yeah, this is just a not an expensive book, another $2 to $3 book. So most of these are fairly affordable books. And again, this is from that top sexiest list of girls. This is Genius Girl, first appearance. And it's a Genius Girl, The Secret of the Blueprints, Volume 1 from 2001. Another inexpensive book. But she was on the top 100 list, so I'm going to make actually a video about the top 100 sexiest women list, and I'm trying to get every first appearance on that list. So she was on the list. It's a cheap book, $2. So that's the reasoning behind that one. And this is another one where this is, I believe it's the first appearance of Diamond Head. And he's kind of like a character from Nova who could potentially appear if Nova appears in the MCU. So Diamond Head first appearance, which is Nova number 3. So kind of cool. And here's a Silver Age book. Adventure Comics number 552. And I forgot whose first appearance. Again, I believe this is the first appearance of another one of those top 100 female sexiest characters. So this is another one. I have to look it up which one it is. I want to guess that it's Emerald Empress. I'm pretty sure that's her first appearance. So that's kind of another cool Silver Age comic. And we got Thor 371. And I believe this is early Peacemaker, like a Peacemaker, like Copper Age or Bronze Age appearance. So that's Peacemaker on the cover right there. Okay, that's the different. I think that's the newer version of Peacemaker. And again, Future State Wonder Woman number 2, and this is the A cover. Okay, and we got Girl Genius, another copy of it. This is Girl Genius number 1, and this is, I believe this is the first appearance as well of Girl Genius. And we have Justice League of America number 193, and this is related to Phantom Lady, so another Phantom Lady orientated book. And this was just one I didn't have in my collection. It's Saga number 54. So this finishes my collection of Saga. I have the complete collection of Saga. I just didn't have this one. So number 54. And this one was one that Reggie Collects mentioned. And this is Noctera and number 1. So this is, I got a bunch of these actually since he really liked it. So I thought if Reggie really likes it, I'll have to check it out and add it to my collection too. So this is Noctera number 1. And we got Captain America number 7. I'm not sure what the spec was behind this one. If you know in the comments below, tell me. So a lot of these I bought because I watched other spec videos and got excited, checked it, and I was able to get it for cover, so why not? So this is Captain America number 7. Thought it was interesting. Cool cover too. And another Phantom Lady. So another Phantom Lady cover. This is Action Comics 236. And just really like Phantom Lady. So this is another Phantom Lady key, minor key. So I thought it was kind of interesting. Okay, so that's, I think that's her first modern appearance. So, and this is another one that I was told was an interesting series. And this is Whiteout number 1. So another cover price comic. And this is another Phantom Lady one. This is Freedom Fighters number 15. So Freedom Fighters number 15. And this is a modern Nova number 1. So Nova is probably going to make his appearance in the MCU. So any of these Nova related books are probably going to be hot. And this is his first series, I believe. So a first modern series, I should say. He had a previous series, obviously. So yeah, so this is Nova number 1. And I'm a big fan of this character. So this is Domino #1. I like the character, like the cover, and I bought it for cover price. So all these are pretty much cover price. Again, this is a one that was just a nice, sexy cover. I just like the cover. Nothing special about this book. It's just a very cool cover. And this is Witching Hour number 56. I just like the cover. I thought it was kind of an interesting, kind of gothic looking cover with, you know, kind of a sexy hinting of something interesting going on kind of cover. I liked it. So that's the logic behind that one. Nothing really exciting. And then Alien Worlds #2. So I think that's the last of the Alien Worlds ones. And if you look at it, it's this is a Dave Stevens artwork, and this is originally what got me into this series because his artwork is pretty awesome. So he just does these really, really nice, kind of reminds me of like 50s style artwork, and it's just really cool. Really great artist. And Avengers #1, the new Avengers #1. So just has the new Avengers. So this one, kind of a cool book. Again, most of these are cover price, so just some interesting ones. And this is the Sacred Six #1. I'm a big fan of all these characters. Like, we got Panther, we got who are these characters? What's the characters? They're all the Dynamite characters. I know Panther. I was thinking like it's going to be Vampirella, and like I'm not sure. I think this is supposed to be Vampirella here, but she doesn't look like the typical Vampirella, so that's what kind of threw me off. So yeah, so these are kind of interesting one, and I believe this might be Deja Thoris. It's just the way that they're dressed is a little different. So I'm a big fan of many of these characters. So especially Vampirella. I'm a big fan of Vampirella, so I thought that would be interesting. Okay, now finally getting into more of the bigger keys. So those were the kind of inexpensive moderns. Now we're getting into the more golden age and more major key books. These ones were a little bit more pricey, but some of them were affordable. And we start out with a huge one. This one is massive. It's in really low grade, but it's a really cool book. This is Crime Suspense Stories #19. It's in a 1. It's like really low grade. Still a pricey book, even in this grade. And it was mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocence trial, so this is kind of a major issue. Seduction of the Innocence trial is the thing that led to the Comic Book Authority. So I've been trying to collect any of the books that were mentioned in that Seduction of the Innocence book. I'm trying to pick up. So this is the first from that. This is another one that was also mentioned in that Seduction of the Innocence, and this is Captain Video #2. And this one wasn't that pricey, to tell you the truth, but another Golden Age book. And we have the New Mutants 100. I just thought there's appearance in this that's kind of cool, so I picked that up. And we have Gangbusters #3. This is another one from the Seduction of the Innocence book. And then we have Howdy Doody #6. So if you're watching, hopefully you're watching the video by this point. This is when all the cool things come out. This is another from the Seduction of the Innocence book. So, and I think it was for the fact that it had this sort of stereotyped African person, and he's boiling the Howdy Doody doll. So that was reason why it made the book. And then we have another one that was from the Seduction of the Innocence. This is Tom Mix #9, I think. Yeah, Comics number 9. And this is World of Wakanda number 1. So this one, they're talking about making a World of Wakanda series. So this book could become very hot. Again, I bought it for cover, so not much risk for me, but it might be a series that's coming out. If you've been watching my videos, you'll probably know that I'm collecting all the Wonder Woman series. So this is Wonder Woman number 76. It's in a low grade, like it's a 1.5. It's a really low grade, but it's a Golden Age Wonder Woman, so kind of cool. Actually, I'm looking at getting a better copy of that one. And this is Wonder Woman 74. So yeah, kind of another Golden Age Wonder Woman. Ooh, this one I thought was in a better condition. I should have looked at the pictures closer. It has like a huge chunk out of it. And this is Wonder Woman number 56. I'm definitely going to have to upgrade this one later. This one has a huge chunk out of it. Like I didn't realize I didn't see it in the pictures. So this is in a 1. It's like a really low grade. And it's still expensive, even in a low grade. So Wonder Woman number 56. It's a shame. I didn't realize it was that rough. Then we have Black Cat Mystery number 39. This is also from the Seduction of the Innocents book. So another Golden Age major key. And I forgot the reasoning behind it. It's probably for the fact that she's getting hung on the cover. That's always a good reason. Corrupting poor little kids' minds with hanging. And then another one from the Seduction of the Innocents trial. This is Shock Suspense Stories number 4. So these are all from the Seduction of the Innocents trial. I'm actually going to be doing a series on the Seduction of the Innocents, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying to get there's over 100 books mentioned, so I have maybe about 30 or 40 of them. So this is another major key that most people wouldn't know about, but these books really did impact the comic history. So this is Shock Suspense Stories number 4. And this is another interesting one, Bugs Bunny number 250. And this is also from the Seduction of the Innocents one. So yeah, kind of a cool book. And this one was one of my one of the people that watched my channel mentioned to get this book, and I was like, oh, I kind of slightly knew about it. This is the second appearance of the Sandman. This is Strange Tales number 115. But even more major about this book is that it's the origin story of a Doctor Strange. So a new origin. So it's kind of a cool book. So that's Strange Tales number 115. A highly undervalued or underrated book. Definitely one that you should check out. And we got Your United States. And this is another one from the Seduction of the Innocents case or trial. And the book that mentioned Seduction of the Innocents. So very cool book to get. This one wasn't that expensive. So definitely one to check out. And A Man Named Nova number 2. I was just picking up like Nova books. I figured if I got 1 and 2, that'd be pretty good. I have number 1 already. So this is Nova number 2. And I believe there's actually an appearance in this one, but I'm not sure. Okay, and Crime Does Not Pay. This is Crime Does Not Pay number 63, again from the Seduction of the Innocents trial. So this order was a lot of the Seduction of the Innocents books. That I found a list of all the books that were mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocents, and I was just trying to pick them all up. So MyComicShop just happened to have many of them, so I was picking them all up. And it's one of those things where most people don't know about these books, and if it's one of those things that ever comes more popular, where people know about the whole Seduction of the Innocents trial and the legacy of that on comics, I really do believe these books will become major keys in the future. They're still expensive books, but I do believe that they're undervalued. So this is Crime Does Not Pay number 43, or 63. So, and this is another one from the Seduction of the Innocents. This is number 36, Black Hat Mystery number 36. These actually had really cool covers, really interesting. So Black Hat Mystery number 36, another Golden Age goodie. And another Seduction of the Innocents one is Perfect Crime number 11. The Perfect Crime number 11. So another Seduction of the Innocents one. And again, another Seduction of the Innocents one, Weird Science number 19. Now this is a hot book anyways, because it is early EC horror science, horror fantasy book. And these EC books are really becoming hot. So this one's kind of a cool one. It's because it's not only a hot EC book, but it's also mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocents. And there are collectors that look for those Seduction of the Innocents books, like me. And this is just a really cool one to get. So this is Weird Science number 19. And this is Tales to Astonish number, number 48. And this is the first appearance of the porcupine. So you can see that. He's on the cover. And another Seduction of the Innocents one, Exposed this is Exposed number 7. And again, it was mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocents. I believe the reasoning behind this one was it showed people how to commit crimes or something silly like that. So there's always like some reason why these books corrupted the minds of kids. And I thought this one was kind of interesting. So this is Exposed number 7. And we have Superman 129. And I believe this is another first appearance of one of those top sexiest women covers. So, so it's just women in comics, I should say. So yeah, so this is just another kind of a cool one. I think this is, I forgot what this is. That's the Ghost of Lois Lane, but I forget whose appearance was in this. So again, I'd have to look it up. But, Superman 129. Kind of a cool cover anyways. Okay, so that's those ones. Still more. It's just like, it was a big order. A couple orders. So, almost there. We're almost at the last of them. So stay tuned for this long. Thank you for watching. There's still a lot more. There's still a few more to go. Not much, just a few more. But these ones are all goodies because there's going to be a couple slabs still left, and there's these ones that I'm just getting out right now. Well, these ones, you can smell that they're old. These ones will really have that old comic smell. Okay, this one's a really rare comic, and this is a Real Clue number 9, again from Seduction of the Innocents. So Real Clue number 9, it's kind of a cool one. Another Golden Age one. Now this is one that I always wanted as a child. This is a book that I really liked as a child that I never got. I always wanted, and it was always like really expensive. But I think that it's kind of becoming less popular, so the price has gone down. And this is Astro Boy number 1. So this is the first appearance of Astro Boy. Like I should say, first American appearance of Astro Boy. And it's just kind of a cool comic. It's still it was about $100. So still expensive, I guess, but when I was a kid, it was actually still really expensive at that time. And there was the movie, it kind of got really hot. So now that the movie's really old, it's a comic that has come down in price. So, but still, in my mind, a very major character, Astro Boy #1. So kind of cool early Astro Boy. Okay, and another Golden Age Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman 85. So I'm working on my set of the first series of Wonder Woman, and this is one of the ones that I needed from the Golden Age. I have almost all the Silver Age and so forth, but I just don't have all the Golden Age yet. So this is Wonder Woman number 85. Okay, now those are all the comics, the raw comics. Now we'll get into the slabs. So there's 2 slabs. Again, this is an interesting one. This is Adventure Comics number 308. And this is interesting because I don't think it says what it is. It's kind of one of these red kryptonite ones. But it's also another, it doesn't mention it. It says Lex Luthor appearance. But it's actually one where it's, again, a first appearance of one of those sexiest women in comics kind of thing. So I believe it's like Elongated Woman or something like that. I'm pretty sure that it's one of those characters. So yeah, so this is Adventure Comics number 308. It's sort of a cool cover where they're all getting impacted by red kryptonite. So red kryptonite, if you're not familiar with it, it's similar to green kryptonite, but instead of like weakening Superman, it basically causes anyone that's exposed to it to kind of freak out and get these weird superpowers. So temporary superpowers. So kind of weird. Okay, so that's that one. And the last slab. Oh, this one's really cool. So this one is a really awesome one. Fantastic Four number 29. I'm a big Fantastic Four fan. And this one is kind of a major key because it's the first cover appearance of the Watcher. Now the Watcher actually made his first appearance in this one. This is the first appearance of the Watcher. But you can just see the hand. I don't know. So this is not a cover appearance of the Watcher, but it is like the first appearance of the Watcher. Well, this new slab that I got is the actual first appearance of the Watcher. And it's kind of a cool, the Watcher is kind of a cool character. So yeah, Fantastic Four number 29. So very cool. So that's it. That was my huge unboxing. A lot of comics. And if you stayed and watched all this, I'm really impressed because it was a really long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe to the channel because I do a lot of these unboxings, and some of them are these really massive unboxings where you can see a lot of like potential spec books and Golden Age keys and just some really cool books. Like I'm a big fan of the Seduction of the Innocents books. So a lot of those, Seduction of the Innocent books are just really cool. They're just, in my mind, really cool because they changed comic history. So, if you're into all of that, definitely subscribe to the channel. Definitely check out my other videos. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.